Adolescence is a very important time of development in the brain. Right up here, there are specific skills under construction as we speak in your teen's brain. I'm going to tell you about members of your village who will help to make sure that construction of these essential skills is complete before it's too late. My name is Annie Agin, and I'm an academic and ADHD coach for teenagers, young adults, and parents. I want you to click on the link below so that you can scoop up your own packet of Teen Triumph checklists and get your son or daughter in gear and steer them right toward scholastic success. Alrighty, so these skills getting built out are called executive functioning skills, and I refer to them like Dr. Barkley does as performance skills, as in the very skills that we all need in order to show up and perform in life, perform in relationships, and at school. This is a very critical stage of brain development that no one is really talking about. And after adolescence, a little bit into the 20s, if Junior doesn't get a full house of these life skills completely built out right up here, then he's going to be limping along for all of life. That is how critical this stage is. In fact, it's called the critical stage of neurodevelopment, one of two. So, whose job is it to teach teenagers these performance skills? Well, teachers can't because their full time job is fitting the endless academic standards into precious little class time. They can't. And parents' hands are tied because teens are individuating from their parents, distancing themselves, which is absolutely biologically necessary. So, we have a conundrum which builds a very strong case for coaching. Fortune 500 executives get coaches. Why not teenagers? Don't teens deserve an academic and life coach where schools fall short and parents are at a futile standstill? And what about parents? Well, parents for sure need sage and supportive coaches, probably more than anybody. Researchers in this field, well, the researchers, they already know what works and what doesn't work for the teenage brain. And they even know what's needed for the neurodivergent ADHD brain. They know this. And I believe firmly that this information has got to get into the hands of parents. You need this more than anyone. The more you nag Junior, even out of total love, and the longer he has to report to boss mom, the greater the chance of teen defiance at home and utter heartbreak from mom and dad. But all of that can easily be avoided. Let me introduce you to a new member of your village. I am Annie Agin, academic ADHD and teen life coach. The introduction is to coaches. You now have coaches walking among you in your villages. I have the great pleasure of getting to fill in for parents and teachers while making sure that the teen brain gets filled out. My coaching focuses on coaching for parents and coaching for teens. Parents, did you know that research shows that you are the number one determining factor for how your teen gets through adolescence, or if your teen will even get through adolescence, and the number one determining factor for how they're going to function as young adults. That means the pressure's on for you to get this right. My parenting coaching program is an intensive 1 month research based hands on immersion of what to do and what not to do. And it's totally custom tailored to your plight and your journey with your own child. Coaching for the teens, and that's pretty much kids 10 all the way through 25 years of age, happens over a full 8 weeks. Teenagers are my jam. I do love them, and they still think I'm all right. We implement systems and tools that work right from the get go. I coach my teens how to learn, not what to learn. The what is what schools teach: math, science, English, history. I teach them how to learn, how to focus the brain and refocus the brain and focus yet again, how to learn more deeply so they don't forget material, and how to stay organized, how to get organized and stay organized. All of those soft skills. And while we don't totally geek out over the neuroscience, I do reveal to them the science of why and how these tools work inside of their brain. And that is Coach Annie Adjin's secret sauce. Well, I guess it's not secret, it's public now. When I give a teenager the keys to their brain, it's like getting the keys to a Tesla. When kids have the keys to their own brain, that is the beautiful moment when they set off driving all by themselves, learning and discovering with or without me for life. The next part of my coaching with teens is the academic overhaul. Within just another week or two, teens follow through with accountability for attendance, participation, and timely completion of all work. And when they get that savory little intoxicating taste of what real academic success feels like, then the transformation is unstoppable. The rest is really gravy. The rest is targeted skills training. So many refer to this as that executive functioning training that we referred to at the very beginning of this episode. Remember the important part of the brain that is forming during adolescence, right up here in the forehead. It's the prefrontal cortex, and it's where these performance skills all live. These skills are not innate. They have to be taught, but as you already know, they're not taught in schools. Even kids with ADHD can create alternate pathways in other parts of the brain to compensate for the weaker skills here. You see, the brain has neuroplasticity. I know that you've heard of neuroplasticity before, and it means in this case that I can coach any brain to learn anything, even if there's a neurodevelopmental disability. Look, parents, I'm a mama too, and I know that raising kids is a profound joy, and it's also mystifying and confounding and frustrating and sometimes just plain hard. But I'm telling you, it's a lot tougher if you try to go it alone. You have parented so well and so hard through the early years, and now you can share that burden with an academic coach who also doubles as the parent's closest ally. This kind of partnership is essential and it's available to you. I am freeing you up, mom and dad, to concentrate on being the number one most decisive factor in your child's success and future. It definitely takes a village raising a child. And now you know that coaches are also an integral part of your vibrant village. I am here for you. I am always here for you, and you don't have to go it alone. I want you to feel free to contact me at my website, annieagin.com, and you can experience your own coaching with me, a free 1 hour consultation and free coaching. I want you to please take advantage of it. You will be amazed at how empowered you feel after just one session together. Thank you for being a part of this episode, for learning along with me. And as always, I wish you all A's in your every endeavor with your child. Adios.